The posterior subcapsular cataract is known to be associated with a deficient or weaker posterior capsule which can break during a cataract surgery. I am describing a technique which makes it foolproof, and the tear in the posterior capsule during surgery can be avoided or at least minimized. Rhexis is done under the closed chamber with tunnel floor entry technique with cystotome. A special hydrodissection cannula is insinuated into the space between the cortex and the capsule, anterior capsular rim, creating space there, as you can see here, and gentle fluid insertion will facilitate separation of the entire equatorial cortex from the equatorial capsule, and a minimal hydrodissection flows across, separating the capsule and the cortex so that all further maneuvers will not pull or push or traumatize the posterior capsule. The nucleus epinucleus mass can be mobilized, managed in the anterior chamber with maximum endothelial protection so that the capsule is not involved during surgery at all. As done through the main tunnel, it's an open chamber status. The lens is not pushed posteriorly. AC is maintained in its normal depth, and by this the posterior capsule is not ballooned posteriorly and put into stretch. The cortical aspiration becomes extremely easy. There is no stretch on the capsule at any part. It gets separated from the equator very easily with very gentle aspiration, as you can see here, and there is no traction on the posterior capsule because it's already separated from the cortical mass. This appears to be a very safe technique, very quick technique, and this novel technique aims to avoid a closed eye, deep anterior chamber, posterior push of the new cataract, which puts the posterior capsule and zonules at a stretch. Let us go through it very slowly. As you can see, the cannula goes under the capsule. It insinuates there. I'm trying. It's a very slow video, and I'm not injecting any fluid. Mechanically, the capsule is separated from the cortex, and as I inject fluid, it does not go to the posterior cortex, but it, as you can see, it fills up the equatorial region initially. The fluid traveling on either side along the equator. Now I'm going to go into that space and inject fluid to separate the capsule and the cortex. I will not allow it to traverse across the posterior capsule. Similar method on this side, just gently lifting the capsule from the cortex. I have not reached the equator, and now I'll start injecting some fluid. As you can see, the capsule balloons now very slightly, as you can see that now. And now I'll go into that space which is opened up. Yeah, this is the complete hydrodissection which is separated from the capsule and the posterior cortex. Rotate the nucleus is a must here, so that all the separations are mechanically done. There is no stretch or pull at any one segment of the posterior capsule or the zonules, and immediately the lens nucleus can be rotated into the anterior chamber. I propose that a capsular separating hydrodissection is safe even in posterior cataracts, provided it's not a closed chamber hydrodissection wherein we pressurize the anterior chamber and push the lens backwards, stretching the posterior capsule and zonules in the process. Thank you.